Lending activities of World Bank. The World Bank can provide or facilitate loans in any of the following way. Number 1, it can make or participate in direct loans which it gives out of its own total fund. So the first way of facilitating loan is by providing direct loans out of its own fund. Number 2, by making or participating in direct loans out of the funds which is garnered or aggregated by raising in the market of a member, or otherwise it is being borrowed from some other banks. Number 3, by guaranteeing in whole or in part loans which is made by private investor through the usual investment channels. So the third method is by guaranteeing a loan which is provided in totality or sometimes in parts, which is made by private investors through proper investment channels. The bank adopts certain policies in respect of its loans and guarantees. There are some restrictions or there are some policies which are to be followed while providing loans and guarantees. Number 1, all loans are made to the government or they must be guaranteed by the government. That is, whenever a loan is made by the World Bank, it is directly made to the government. Number 2, repayment is to be made within 10 to 25 years. That is, the loan has a maturity period of 10 years with a minimum and to a maximum of 25 years. Number 3, loans are made only under circumstances in which other sources are not readily available. So, the World Bank will provide loan to any nation only when it is the last method available for financing. Number 4, investigations are made on the probability of repayment considering both the soundness of the project and the financial responsibility of the government. So, whenever the World Bank provides any kind of loans, it at first calculates the probability whether the country taking the loan or the government taking the loan will be able to provide with the repayment. Also, it looks about the viability and confidence of the project. Number 5, sufficient surveillance is maintained by the bank. So whenever the World Bank provides any kind of assistance to any country's government, proper monitoring and surveillance is done by the bank over carrying the project to ensure that the loan that is provided by the World Bank is relatively well executed and managed. Number 6, loans are sanctioned on economic and not political considerations. So the World Bank provides loans not on the basis of any kind of political closeness or political agenda, but purely on economic ground. And lastly, loans are meant to finance the foreign exchange requirements of specific projects. Normally, the borrowing country should mobilize its domestic fund. So finally, the World Bank provides loans which are meant for financing the foreign exchange requirement.